Hey everybody, it's your boy Ricky here with Honeybee Stamps, and today we're going to make a card using some of the new stamps from the lovely Love Letters collection. We're going to be using some black cardstock with some white cardstock. We're going to be using the Lovely Layers Heart Vine here, along with the quilted A2 cover die as well. It's stitched, it's very nice, it looks wonderful. It embosses and cuts. We're also going to be using the Pickup Lines stamp set, along with the coordinating dies. And we're also going to be using the Love Letters pattern paper, which they're all beautiful. So hard to make a decision on what we should use, but gotta have 5 packs of it. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get this quilted cover die out and cut and embossed and all that great stuff. So we're going to put it on a piece of white paper here. It's Nina Solar White, 80 pound. I'm going to run it through the die cutting machine. And as you see here, it has cut that out to an A2 size and it's quilted. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and pick out some pattern paper, and we're going to be using the Lovely Layers Heart Vine here and going ahead and get these cut out as well through the pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get some, a little bit of non-sticky tape here. We don't want it to be too bad, and we don't want it to rip the paper when it comes out. So we're going to go ahead and do that and send that through the die cutting machine. And we'll also go ahead and do that on the other color as well, this is also in the same color pack. I love this. It's like a watercolor ombre. It's one of the prettiest pieces, I think, that is in the pack, in my honest opinion. They're all pretty. What am I doing? What am I saying? We're also going to cut 2 of these out with white cardstock because we're going to be using these as the layer for the vines. And basically what I'll do is I'll stick the white part of the vine on top of the dark colored piece of the vine here. As you can see, I'm going to use some Honeybee Stamps glue here. Just do some thin pieces around the vine here, and we're going to go ahead and get that stuck on. Liquid glue is best for this because you can get it lined up before it dries. You might have to work it a little bit like I did here, but all is well and safe, and it's time to move on to the next one. Now that we have this one done, I'm just covering up. I want to see what this looks like, and I'll actually want to reuse that piece of paper that I have already cut the vine out of. No use in wasting it when we can use the whole thing, right? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this die or this quilted piece of paper cut to a little bit smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 so that I can have this pink that is here as a border onto the card. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and use some liquid glue here, and we'll go ahead and get that placed onto, we'll get the quilted piece placed on top of this. Takes a few seconds here. My head didn't show up. How is that even possible? How did I even get this even onto that pink cardstock? The next thing we're going to do is use we're going to use the pickup lines from Love Letters release, and we are going to gold heat emboss this onto black cardstock. So I'm just going to pull that off here, go ahead and get the gold embossing powder. You can use any gold emboss powder that you have, and we'll go ahead and get that on there, and I'll go ahead and heat emboss it. I'm not going to show it. Everyone knows how to heat emboss, right? The next thing we're going to do is choose out the coordinating dies here, and then we'll go ahead and run those through the die cutting machine. Go ahead and get those taped up so they do not come out crooked. And here I'm just playing around to see exactly where I want the sentiments to be. I'm going to use the glue and get this glued down to a card base of 110 Nina Solar White paper here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get the vine glued down. And I'm playing around here trying to get this done. Here we go. We'll just put a couple dots on all the leaves here, and we'll go ahead and get that glued down. I decided not to use that second piece because it was just a little bit too much on the card in my opinion. So I decided to just not use that. The next thing I'll do is I'll get some 3M foam tape here, and I'm going to place this on the back of the sentiments here, cut thin strips of it. And we want that to be popped up off the card. We need a little dimension onto this card. I thought about putting the tape on the back of the vine, and I was like, whoa, those are small, and I don't want to do that. takes up too much time. So now here you can see that I'm placing the sentiments on the card where I want them to be. I did play around with this a little, moving it back and forth. Do I want to go all the way across? Do I want to go up and down? Do I want to go, diagonal? How do I want to do this? But I did decide to go with this version here. And we'll go ahead and take that backing off. This is real time, by the way, because I needed to slow down a little bit. This is how long it takes me to do this. It's a little crooked there. I noticed it, and I was like, oh, let me fix it. And then I'll go ahead and get that hugs placed onto the top. And then the card is pretty much done here. I did decide to add a little bit of touch of fancy onto it. And I pulled out some of my, shiny things, rhinestones, plastic pieces, all that good stuff. And I decided to go with black, pink, and white here. And I just placed them in various places onto the front of the card. And then I took some Honeybee Stamps glue along with my tweezers, and I went ahead and got these glued down. You really can't see the white ones too much from here, but it's pretty. That's all that matters, right? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. Make sure that you head over to Honeybee Stamps, and if you liked any of these products, they are listed below in the video. Also, make sure you go follow them on any of the social media platforms. They would greatly appreciate that. Thank you for watching my video. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram by searching for Bramero Cards. And we will talk to you soon and see you in a little bit. You guys have a great day. Bye.